there's any opportunity for you to learn, whether it's within your scope, beyond your scope, under your scope, go out and learn it. Because that will be a good use when you try to run your own business. This is honest. If you go into a small firm, it's okay also. It's not so bad. I think the attitude is more important. If you have a positive attitude, you keep on learning. Because in a small firm offer what? Everything, one leg kick. Right? When you have to do one leg kick, basically you go everywhere. You learn every single thing about what should a company do, or what should a business do, in terms of documentation, in terms of whatever. But then you don't have that kind of professional as a corporation. So, if I were you, I would go to a big corporation for a year or two. Then I go for a small firm to learn more. Then after that, I form my own company. Is that okay? Any question? You can ask in Mandarin, Malay. I edited all that.
but reply.
It's one Malaysia over here, so we should do one Malaysia way.
But reply in English.
I reply in English. That's okay. Any questions so far? Any questions? If this is business relations time, this is why I'm afraid of when I have speech on the stage, because everyone's just too quiet, and it's strange, We have to do it, more like a conversation, so that I know exactly what you want, what you're looking for, Actually, I joined this company in 1998. And the turnover of the company is about 50 million. It's not wow. Today we are doing about 280 million last year. We actually rerun the whole things. We restructure the whole things. We actually change what we call, traditional business to a more modernized business. I have 280 million, but I don't have a salesman in my office. I don't like salesmen, to be honest. A salesman is a traditional business models, but you can copy a lot of business model and you can put it into your business model and make it work. And there you make money. I go abroad, I go to Thailand to meet up with a lot of entrepreneurs. I learned from them what should we do to make it better, innovative. If you want to be in that business, then you have to be at the edge of it, at the forefront of it. Then you will be successful. Or else, you'll be seen like everyone else. Every business is doable. There's no business that is not doable, to be honest. Why I said so? It's very simple. Have you seen that business go bankrupt? No. It's still there. That means it's doable. The reason why it's still there and why it still exists and still working fine is each company will have the need or specialties why they are surviving. So if you were to run your own company, you have to find your specialties. Why people need you, right? Then you survive. If you just do like the normal business is doing, then the only thing that you're able to do is basically work hard and work until you die, and you never achieve anything. That's honest. So you have to be special, right? So I touch on my experience, touch on something on business. What else do you think you want to do? Or do you want to know? Any questions, persons?
Just now you did mention that your business doesn't need any salesman, right? So how are you going to market your business to the others?
Okay, that's a good question. I don't have salesmen for the past 15 years. How do we grow? Actually, there's something called branding. but branding need a lot of money, right? But the thing is, as I said, every business have their uniqueness and their niche, right? So what I did is basically, I focused on the product qualities, service qualities, and the payment qualities. Yes, basically, it's that simple. Today I sell a chickens, you sell a chicken, right? If at the end of the day, I offer you some discount, right? What I ask is, you TT all the money before I sell you the products. And I give you 2% discount. Do I need a salesman to run around the markets? I only need to focus on whether you have paid me or not. And I have zero debt on my account. Right? The second thing is, if I promise you the service that I give it to you, you'll be happy. The third thing is, you receive a quality product. Right? Then when I did all that, I made all my workers dress my uniform. Wherever they go, wherever they do, they have to wear my uniform. So that is advertisement. That is the cheapest way of doing advertisement. And if that customer excel doing in their business, other people will look at it and say, why I don't work with this guy? So he called me. Right? So it is word of mouth type of business. And then no need to control my salesman to collect on payments, whether the customer is good or not, whether we should review the customer before I do it. I even get the business. I tell them honestly, I only know one man in the world. That's my king. Which every one of you have it in your pockets. I only know that guy. So you TT the money to me, not even accepting check. Then I will deliver the product to you. That's how I grow. That's how I do it without assessment. That is the thing that you have to be different. The market is doing the same things, but what you have to do different. I think I call myself more like an entrepreneur. So what is the quality of entrepreneurs?
Innovative.
Yeah? Innovative. Any suggestions? What is the quality of entrepreneurs to be successful? I actually attended a lecture in Thailand this year, and the lecture is actually the founder of KFC, Governor John Brown, and he talked about entrepreneurship. And he said an entrepreneur should have 5 qualities, and he called 5D. Anyone want to guess? What's that 5Ds? What's that 5Ds? Any? D, donkey. Any words you can figure out 5D that is associated with entrepreneurs?
Drive. Drive.
Drive?
Yeah.
Yeah, close. Not.
Determination?
Huh?
Determination?
Not though. Yeah. The first thing that you need to have as entrepreneurs. Yeah, probably, but not the first thing. A dream. Yes, you need to have a dream. And your dream should not be small, should be big, huge. Right? You should have a big dream. As today you all sit here, you should have a big dream. I have a big dream before. Now I stay in 4-story house with a lift on. That was my dream 5 years ago. I make it realize. Right? Second thing, second D. Come, any guess?
Desire.
That's right. Desire. When you have that dream, the dream is big, right? Then what you want from that dream? What you want. What you want to get. What is the desire? How big you want to be. Right? The 30. Anyone want to guess? angry. See, I'm gratitude too. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, come on. That's all you don't have now. Don't dare even to say it. Don't dare even to talk about it. Have to be brave. You know, stand out. Talk about it. Discuss about it. Dare. Right? After you dare to talk about it, to basically to discuss with other people about your dream, whether they can get it or not. Next thing, what is your decision? You have to start. Right? Your decision to do it, to really make it work. Even if you have a dream, you have a desire, you know, you dare, you know, all that. But if you're not doing any decision, you know, I have a friend who tell me, oh, I know LSI very well, you know, I know that business can make a lot of money, but I'm still today, I'm not doing anything on it, but that guy have done it. Haven't decided and do it. Last D. Anyone want to guess? Last D. No? I give you a prize for it. What? Dedicate. Yes, dedicate. You can't fulfill your dream by yourself. You are only man in the world. You have to dedicate work to your partners, you have to dedicate work to your managers, you have to dedicate a lot of things to a lot of people in order to make it successful. If you have this 5D, I think you are successful one day. Do you all have it now?
Yes.
Do you all write it down now?
Yes.
Yeah, at least you are. But I think you all need to have more brave than anyone else to able to stand out here and talk about thinking. Now today is different. I think it's very, very different. Today market is very different now. You know, I heard about a lot of things about the youngster prom. You know, how to work with the generation. You're not generation X, you're not generation Y. I think you're what, Gen Z? You know, I think to me it's quite simple. To me, it's there's a system that is in the market. I think everyone just have to follow it. If you were to be working in with a company, but need to do something extra to learn, so that one day you can be successful. Anything you want to ask? No? How about what is your student chemist? Oh, outside. Okay, that's okay. How about yourself? What actually you would like to or what is your dream, basically? Businessman. How many of you want to be a businessman over here? Can you raise your hand? How many of you want to run your own business? Or planning to run your own business? How about those who don't raise their hand? You see, when I was born, my father only made 65 ringgit a month in 1969. And I tell myself that's not it. You know, to be successful, I need to have a dream. Other other than business, what else you all wanted to be? Administrators? How many of you want to be administrators? No? or any kind of shop. What do you dream of? The lady behind. What you want to be? Or what you want to learn about business? Anything you want to learn? Based on experience. You see, the thing is this. I always go out and try to attend as many conferences as possible. I even actually go to direct sales seminars to motivate myself, to learn from others. There's a lot of business model in the markets. Direct selling is one, right? So, whatever business that you are in, maybe you are in certain business model, and that may work well. But there's always other business model that can be applicable to the same business that you have. So think outside the box. I can tell you about 3 years ago, I don't own any operation in the poultry industry. And I grew. I use the computer business model. I outsource almost 95% of my operation. And focusing on my cash flow. That's how I grow. And that's the fastest way of growing, I can tell you. Because if I were to invest in every single thing, we're talking about how many billion that I have to invest. In order to have such a turnover of 280 million, I need to have at least 3 billion ringgit of investment. And I don't have that. So the very good successful story about computer is they are able to outsource. Intel basically is good in what? Processors, right? Seagate is good for what? Seagate is for hard disk, right? Or I think Seagate, right? Seagate hard disk. Yeah. So everyone is good on something, but Dell is able to put everything in and sell it and make money out of it. Why can't I do it? Right? I don't have a processing plant. I'm able to supply to all the food manufacturers. I know most of the processing plant in Malaysia that is under capacity. I go and talk to them, ask them to give me an opportunity to fix that cost of processing. Then I went to Starbucks to brand Chicken Essence, talk to the GM. He asked me, Jeffrey, what do you have? I said, I have nothing. What do you offer to me if you have nothing? I said, I'm able to control the quality up to the farm level. I'm able to cut all the overheads, all the margin from the middleman, from all level, and I make it cheaper for you. And I got his business. Basically, I source all the chickens in the farm level. I send it to the processors. The processors process it as a fixed cost, then help me to deliver to sellers. Before that, the old business model that they have, the processing plant have to buy from the farm. They have to have certain risk associated with that. They have to make certain margin, add their overhead. Then they have to have marketing man selling to sellers. And that also certain overhead, right? Certain profit to be made. If I do so, I get certain margin in the farm side. I cut off the marketing side. Am I still making money? And the product is happy because a big manufacturing factory doesn't need a lot of service or marketing. So I do it the way I call miniskirt marketing. I don't have the long things on the marketing. I only hire a staff in the office, taking orders, arrange for delivery. That's it. They don't need me to go there every day to service them. They only call me for orders, which my girl can do. Then my girl will call the factory to deliver the products. That's it. What else do I need to do? See, that is a way you can be successful. Doing different than what normally other people do. You want more examples? I think the biggest challenge today we all have is not within Malaysia, to be honest. I think the biggest challenge we all have is with China. China people are more daring than you all, more outspoken, more committed, more, how to say, motivated. You see, we all understand about the express service or the delivery service that we all have here. We all depend on Post Laju, UPS, DHL. You know, all those is not working in China. I went to China one day and shared with some friends over there and tell me it's very simple, you know. In China there's a lot of people that commute from rural area to big city, from city to city. And those people actually, because they want to make a single cent more, they become the delivery man for small entrepreneurs. And that actually beat DHL because they save a lot of money by doing so. So this is something that we have to go to the market and learn. You know, we have to do it differently, we have to look things differently. And basically do it beyond what our people can do. And if you have done it, then you'll be much better than anyone else. Right? Gentlemen there, any questions? Am I talking too fast? Is it okay so far? I think it's hot. It's very warm. Any other questions? I'm holding you all.
So, let's say we don't have a single cent, like how are we going to start our business without any capital? Just based on our knowledge.
Question is if you don't have any money at all and you want to start some business. I guess to me it's very simple. You know, you need to basically have a lot of friends. Yeah. Governor John Brown don't have money at all when you start KFC. But actually try to buy it from the governor, not the governor, the general.
Colonel.
Colonel, yeah, sorry. The Colonel.
Sanders.
Basically, he's a lawyer. He's a young, damn lawyer. Basically, he herited his father as a lawyer and he became a lawyer. Right? So he said, well, you know, this Colonel's fried chicken is very good. And he don't have a single cent. So he have a retired friend who has money. So he spoke to the retired friends and showing that this business is doable. And that guy invested 100% and gave him 40% share. And when the day he sold KFC, I think in 1970 or something like that, he sold it for $200 million. And the reason why he sold KFC is because He said when the company was listed and become big corporations, he cannot do things as he wish, as an entrepreneur. That's why he left. Second thing is, he wanted to challenge his fathers, because his father's will is to run as a governor or senator in state of Kentucky, and have failed for the past 20 years. And he wanted to take the opportunity and run for governors. And he decided so. And he won the governor that year. He just tell people, let me run this state as the way I run my company. So he's copying the business model that we have in Kentucky and moving to the government. So there's nothing that you can't change. There's always something that you can change. And when you change it, when you're able to change it, then you can make it successful. Dare to admit your mistake if you have done so. Dare to actually make a change. Actually, I sold all my farm off in 97 or 96 because they are not making money. They are my assets. They are actually my balance. So what I did is I sold the thing off and I go to bank. I said, what is the quickest way for me to get money so that I can run my company? I make it different. The only way to make it different is I put in FD, dollars, and I borrow 3 ringgit, $3 now. It's actually what do you call it? There's a term for it, but basically it's BA. It's bill of assurance. Basically, in the past, when I buy things, it's revolving cash already. In the past, basically, when I buy things, buy products, actually I ask for term. 1 month term, 2 month term. But from that day on, I tell myself this is not the way to go. I ask for discount, 2% discount, right? And I pay them cash. If that purchase that I buy and roll over in a month, 2 times 12 is how much? 24%. How much I pay the bank? 4%. How much do I earn on that turnover? 20%. That answer your question?
Yeah.
There's always some people that want to invest in things, but the issue is they don't have opportunities. If they have an opportunity, try to share with them. Then maybe that's the chance for you. And that may be making your dream come true. Okay? Am I okay? I think it's very hot. People getting tired.
It's okay.
Sweating. I think I will just... If there's no question, I end it here. If you have anything, you can always ask me after this. If no question, then I wrap it up because it's very hot here. It's not. Yeah. Well, thank you all for listening for close to an hour. I hope I don't bore you all. Okay?